If you're looking for the best way to ensure a strong and reliable life from your turbo system and pull more power at boost, the Banks Techni-Cooler won't let you down. Everything about Banks Techni-Cooler Intercooler System has been designed to allow for better airflow and cooler temperatures. We begin the install by removing all of the push pins from the radiator cover, then pulling out the cover itself. Unbolt the hood latch, but before removal, mark its placement to reorient it on reinstallation. Next, remove the transmission cooler bolts that are attached to the upper radiator support. After these bolts are removed, unbolt the two AC condenser bracket bolts as well. We next set aside the hood latch and pried off the dust covers from the radiator support beam. We then remove the bolt on each side of the charge air cooler. Removing the airbox assembly is next. Unplug the mass air sensor and loosen the clamps. Remove the filter gauge and pull the airbox from the engine bay. Both turbo pipes that connect to the charge air cooler can be removed. Unclamp them to pull them off the turbo system and out of the engine bay. Preparing to remove the radiator support, pry the transmission cooler lines from their clips and set the cooler aside. Remove the 8 bolts total on the radiator support along with the radiator brackets. This will enable you to pry out the radiator support from the truck. The stock charge air cooler can now be pulled directly upward and out of the truck. Next, remove the driver's side battery to get access to the metal battery tray. Remove the terminals, followed by the battery cover and hold down clamp. Next, unbolt the plastic tray and remove the electronics module. Now the metal tray can be removed in order to make its modification. Drill a 3/8 hole at the bracket, a ½ inch center to center from the original hole. Reinstall the bracket with the supplied ½ inch spacer and longer bolts. Next we will install the Banks high ram. Remove the stock intake elbows, 4 bolts, and pull it from the engine. Install the new gasket on the Banks high ram in preparation for installation. We then remove the fan shroud as it will need to be trimmed to fit around the new intake elbow. Thread in the 4 studs to the intake and be sure to put them in the correct location depending on the year of your truck. Install the O-rings on their correct studs, then slide on the high ram. Place the washers on their correct studs and bolt down the high ram elbow. Now we trimmed our fan shroud to fit the high ram elbow. Use the template in the provided booklet with the kit. Drop in the Banks charge air cooler next, then replace the transmission cooler and radiator support. Replace the 8 bolts in the radiator support, then bolt the charge air cooler to the support. Everything can now be bolted back to the radiator support, including the transmission cooler, radiator support brackets, and AC condenser brackets. Bolt the hood latch back on, making sure it is aligned properly. Add the couplers onto the turbo pipes and the charge air cooler. We installed the driver's side pipe and bolted it down. On the passenger side, however, we could not use the Banks tube since it rerouted the pipe in the way of our oil and coolant filtration kit. We had to reuse our MBRP intercooler pipe. Your stock pipe would work as well. Now that the tubes are in, we replaced our fan shroud, followed by the plastic battery tray. Replace the battery cover, terminals, and electrical box. We replaced our cold air intake, MAF sensor, and filter gauge. And lastly, our radiator cover with its pushpins. By incorporating a 19% thicker core area with a 21% improvement in volume and a massive superflow high ram intake manifold, this Banks intercooler lets you push your Super Duty harder than ever.